Hey everybody. Hey, how y'all doing out there in YouTube land? You rocking with the full court trio. It's your girl Keisha with Cut the Ish. I got my boys with me. Bro Claude with Steady Serving ENT and K-Sap from Simply Ball Dropping Podcast. How y'all feeling out there? How my fellas doing?
Yeah, we good.
Oh yeah, you already know. Ready
Bro
to
Claude,
roll, baby.
you got that button ready? You got it
Nah,
ready?
I got it. I got it. I got it ready. I'm ready to go.
gonna take
KSAP ain't
that.
gonna clown me today.
You gonna take that overlay off the screen so they can see us?
No. I don't want them to see y'all just yet.
Oh, you don't want them to see us just yet?
Yeah.
Not just yet.
Look, Keisha messing up already, y'all. Look, shit,
No. I
we
gotta keep
talking
y'all
to we
hidden
talking
for
to
a
we
while.
talking to the green screen, y'all. Shit,
King Patty's Nation.
what Keisha doing,
I
man?
gotta keep the gingerbread man contained right now. I gotta keep him contained. Y'all come
Yeah,
on in the building, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed to all channels. But please hit the like button. Please don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. Look at that. Now you can make your debut. See that case
I
set?
don't know.
All right, let's get to the first topic. Well, we the NBA playoffs are upon us. The play-in tournament is still going on. They playing right now. I think Mavs and the Grizzlies are playing right now.
And the Mavs
That's
getting
going on
their ass
right now.
drove.
Oh, they getting their butt tore out the frame already, Casey?
Yeah, they down 20, man. Look, the Atlanta Hawks, man, they shit the bed in Atlanta. Miami went in there
Yeah.
and beat them, man. They stormed back though. They went into overtime, man. But I think Atlanta now. I think they need to blow that roster up, man. I
Yeah,
mean,
they
I,
need
I
to blow it up. It's
Already
I
They
time.
didn't have they didn't had enough.
yeah.
They
I,
already blew the roster up. They
no,
blew
they
that
need.
roster years
I
ago.
know, but they need to get rid of.
Complete change.
They need Trey Young. He need to go somewhere else, man.
He just need a
Yeah,
different look.
Yeah, he need
wasting time.
Trey needs some help, man.
He needs
Yeah,
some
they
help.
need to trade because they wasting his prime at this point.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
Yeah. They
But to
wasting his
BD's
prime.
point, they blew it up. I mean, they sent
I know they blew it up, but at the same
they
time,
sent
when the trade
pieces
talk,
to New Orleans and all that.
I know Keisha, but when they was talking trades, man, Trey Young's name was in trade talks, but they just didn't move him, right? So
Mm-hmm.
now, like BD said, you don't want to waste Trey Young's good years, man. He needs somebody to pay. He needs somebody that he can be paired with, man. I mean, there's other organizations out there that Trey Young could probably help,
Mm-hmm.
but I just don't think he'll get it done in Atlanta, man. And
You know
then,
why I play Young at on San Antonio?
that
Pair
would be
him
a
with
with De'Aaron
With
Fox,
Wim,
with
uh-huh,
De'Aaron Fox and Wimby.
and Wimby.
that would be nuts.
Yeah, because I don't know how long Chris Paul got left, but
Mm-hmm.
that would be a BD. That's a good point, man. I think that'd be a good pairing. Put him out there with De'Aaron Fox, Wimby, Harrison Barnes, and all that, all the
Yeah.
young nucleus around, and I think that would be a good look for him. Yeah, and
Yeah,
now Memphis is driving Dallas 64-41.
I'm
3 minutes
watching it.
left. You know what I'm saying? So, but with that playoffs being said, I'm glad you brought that up, Keisha, man. Great topic of discussion. I think the playoffs are gonna be nice, man. I think it's gonna be lit. It's gonna be much see TV. I know a lot of people we love the WNBA, but at this same Deja Kelly, the ace
What?
felt bad she didn't get drafted. Big girl said Deja Kelly got a camp invite to the Aces.
That's
Okay.
what's up.
Cool, right there.
She should
That's
have.
cool right there.
Yeah,
Yeah, she should have.
But you know what? Another thing, just to go back on your point, you were just saying Trey Young is visibly upset. I mean, he got kicked out of the game the other night.
Oh yeah.
He just, he a little slight. He needs some help, man. And
He does.
Atlanta having surrounded him with the right pieces that complement his game.
Yeah.
Not yet. So
They didn't do what they said they was gonna do.
The Hawks have habitually never spent money, and that's
gotcha.
their problem. They've never spent money ever.
Yeah. Yeah. They lied to him. They lied
Mm-hmm.
to him. They got him the young boy, and then they couldn't jail together, and then it's just been terrible.
DeJounte Murray, yeah.
Dejounte Murray.
Yeah. And then he
They
came
got
to New Orleans and
into
got hurt
Yep,
immediately.
immediately. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
So we didn't even get to see what that could be. So
Yep.
yeah,
So
it's just one of them
you got a
things.
defensive guy.
Now
He
why?
got to score points now.
So who getting tore out the frame? The Mavs or the Grizzlies? I just turned it
The
on.
Mavs getting tore out the frame 64-41.
Well,
You knew that was gonna happen. No Kyrie, no Luka.
Nah, but I told and the crazy thing you said that BD, I told my son, I said, I think the day before yesterday's game when they played Sacramento, I think Klay Thompson and Anthony Davis might have ran out of bullets because they went into Sacramento and won. But the crazy thing that we're talking about the Mavericks, man, the Mavericks, on the news today, the Mavericks already had their bags packed for OKC, already had their hotels and everything ready.
Really?
And you getting drove like this from Memphis, and that's with Ja Morant on a bad ankle.
Yeah, he got a bad ankle. He hurt it in the last game.
He had a real significant sprain, and he said he wasn't going to miss this game. He said the only way he was going to miss the game if this game was not a playoff game and it had to be played like in January or February, he would have set out. But he said, nah, this is win or go home. So he's putting his body on the line, man. And that's the thing about Ja Morant. I don't think Ja Morant's going to last that long in the NBA, guys. I don't think he's going to last that long, man.
He's one of my favorite players, man.
He's been playing with fire, man. You know what I'm saying? He's been getting all these warnings. He's playing on the cusp, you know what I'm saying? And he's playing the way he's trying to get away with things, and he's just teetering with
They're
Adam
trying
Silver.
to kick him out the league.
Nah, it ain't trying. That's on Ja. Ja got to settle down, man.
He do.
Well, here's the thing. It took Iverson to settle down too. Iverson was teetering too his first 3 years in the league.
But somebody sat him down. Yep.
So give Ja another year or two.
It shouldn't take Ja that long, man. Come on, man. I know, but Iverson, the only thing Iverson got in trouble with was that getting pulled over, going 90 and like a 65. He was in the passenger seat. He had the gun underneath his seat. That was Iverson's hiccup right there. He learned from that. But Ja Morant has been caught with 2 incidents with a gun. You know what I'm saying? Didn't learn the first time. Went down to this rehab, which I don't think he went to no rehab that quick. And then you come in the game throwing up gun signs and stuff like that. You did it the first time, you got fined, and then you said, okay, I'll take the fine. Then you go out there and do it again. And now you change your gun to a grenade. Like, well, come on, Ja. You got a little girl. And then you be bringing your little baby on court to these on-court interviews. Like, there's a parade up inside my city. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Oh, come on, Ja, man. You got a baby girl, man. Come on, man. You just doing too much.
With Mr. Morant, I love Ja as a player.
I think they making too much out of it, K-Seth.
Nah, you don't do that. He's the only one in the NBA doing that, man. I disagree with Ja's antics, man. He need to settle down. And his dad need to be a dad instead of one of the guys.
Here's my thing. I think he needs to get away from his dad. I think he needs to split with his dad like how Serena and Venus split with their dad. I think Ja needs to get away from his dad. His dad not good for him.
His dad is a street.
I'm not gonna say that. You know why I'm not gonna say that? Ja Morant is he's a grown man.
In the NBA with that kind of platform, and remember, you got kids that want to be Ja Morant right now.
I know.
Yeah, he got to get away from his daddy, man. That's just my personal opinion. You can't have that street shit and then try to elevate somebody into the popular culture. Like Ja Morant is right there. He could be the face of the league.
They tried to give him the face of the league, man. He took the Nike thing from Kyrie because of Kyrie's post. Nike got rid of him, and they condoning what Ja's doing. His dad be condoning everything he do. T. Morant be sitting on the sideline with the liquor in his cup, courtside, and he be condoning everything Ja do, man. I don't know, man. His antics just. Come on, Ja, you got to tone down. You must see TV.
I get it. His antics rub you the wrong way, but is he really doing something
Yes,
It's so
Keisha, he is.
diabolical.
But I'm just
Yes, he
saying,
is,
I say
Keisha.
this though, K-Sap. Everybody doing this.
Yeah, I've seen that from several
Everybody
players.
doing this.
But listen,
Brazil just
but
did
hold
it
up,
in the
watch
last
this.
game.
I know, but listen, these guys ain't been caught up, right?
That's true.
Ja has been caught up
That's true.
with guns going
That's
to
true.
Denver in the strip
No, that's
club
true.
with guns where he wasn't supposed to have it. And then you going live with your buddy in a car with guns.
That's crazy.
Ja's been caught up. He's been set
So yeah,
down
don't
and been
do
talked
no
to.
guns, nothing.
Yeah, exactly. So, Ja, don't even provoke that stuff for
Yeah,
yourself to get caught up in that stuff, man.
that's right.
That's
You
that's
can't
the
do
point.
that.
You can't do that.
I
The
got
rest
you.
of the guys ain't been caught up.
No,
I
that's
know
right.
that you see NFL players, you see college players doing the gun stuff, violent, but Ja, you're associated with guns now. So anything that you do, you teetering.
I feel you.
And
No,
then you get away
K-Sap
with it the
OG
first
in them
time.
right now.
Yeah, look, you get away with it the first time, and then you come back and you do it again. So now you get a slap on the wrist again, and then what you do? Okay, I can't do the gun sign. Now I'm gonna do the grenade. I'm gonna throw the grenade in the crowd. Like, come on, man. Like, he need to calm down. You know what I'm saying?
I would just say for me, I just want consistent. I want the commission to be
I do want him to be consistent, Keisha.
But hold up, listen.
If you
I
don't,
understand.
if
Y'all
you
missing
don't,
the point. Y'all missing
I
the
know
point.
what you're saying. I'm just saying I want that commissioner to be consistent. Maybe if he be consistent,
I can't put this on the commissioner.
Okay.
And the reason why I can't put it on the commissioner is because if Ja did not get caught up the first time in Denver with the gun, the antic that he's doing now, they wouldn't make an example out of him because it's all fair game because you got other people doing that same celebration.
Right.
But it's Ja Morant. Ja Morant said he changed. Ja Morant said he went down to counseling. He went to a therapist and all that. And he lied to the commissioner in his face because he just don't get it. And my problem is he's associated with that now. So Ja, you can't do it. Right. So now with his dad, I'm not questioning no man how they raise a child or anything like that. But T. Morant, he's like one of his boys. And like you said, Keisha, Ja Morant's grown. He probably don't listen to his daddy because he's the breadwinner. He's the breadwinner. He's the one that's financially got all the money and bought his dad a house right next to him and stuff like that. So he's probably
my kids ain't the breadwinner. Sometimes they don't listen to me. So you know,
I understand that, but you talking about some guys worth millions of dollars and got all these endorsements, got these Nike deals, and your father just reaping the benefits of everything that you're doing. I get to come courtside every game that you play. I get to sit in the front row, drink my whiskey and stuff, and rubberneck with all the players. And, you know, it's just like T. Morant. It's like he just seems like he's just one of the boys, man.
I get you.
That's all I'm saying.
I get you. I'm just.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of T. Morant at all. I think he's bad.
Saying how can I put this? I get what you're saying because he got in trouble before. So why even invite it? I'm just saying sometimes it just feels like a little piling on because it's not like it's illegal with, just having fun. I like the fun in the game.
I get where you're coming from, but
we're
going to agree to disagree on this one.
I like the boys in the football doing their stuff in the end zone. I like all that.
We like it too, Keisha, but they not caught up with. They haven't been set down with the president of college football talking about y'all. You know, they haven't had no mishaps. They haven't had no behaviors that they have to be set down and be talked to, right?
Okay.
Ja Morant is associated with this now. So he had to clean his image up. Like BD said, Allen Iverson had to clean. Yeah, Allen Iverson had to clean his image up, and that's what he did. And you see that the NBA changed his whole persona because when Allen Iverson was coming with the do-rags and the braids and the baggy pants and the Timbos to games, they said, "Nah, we cut that out. We got to have a standard dress code. You could not get out on that floor without a sports coat on." Right.
Yeah.
So Allen Iverson had to change his whole image because that was the Allen Iverson effect. Allen Iverson was the culture of the NBA. When Allen Iverson started rocking them braids and stuff, Everybody in the NBA wanted to do it.
That out.
You know me. I always push back when they try to take the culture from us, though.
Yeah.
Let me be great. Let me be me.
See, I'm with you with the fact that if you're gonna do for one, do for everybody.
Right.
But
do for one, do for everybody.
But your point would be valid, Keisha, if he has never had a hiccup and been talked to by the commissioner and it's not the first time. It's three times that Jai has been involved, and then you start bringing guns to schools because your sister made a call that somebody was messing with her, so you go up to her school with a gun. You come after the Indiana Pacer game, you in a car, and the Indiana Pacer bus said that somebody in the car shined a gun on them with a beam. So that's the stuff I'm talking about, Keisha. Jai's associated with that stuff, man.
Look, if I was around him, look, that's why I be asking, where Mama Moran at? Because
Mama
I'd have been ran up on Jai. Don't mess up the church's money.
Mama Moran ain't trying to get involved in that.
Well,
yeah.
Well, look,
it's T Morant. T Morant. Everywhere Jai go, T Morant there, man.
And I like that. I actually like that. It's just
T Morant, one of the boys, man. That's all I can say.
But
man.
we always talk about black men not being present. He's present.
I know. I'm not talking about that. T Morant. I'm not talking about that in that sense. I'm talking about it is a sense that what Jai is doing is like T Morant condones that stuff. And like you said, I just don't think Jai at this particular time, Jai is grown. He's making all the money. He's not listening to Pops. He probably treating Pops like one of the boys.
Yeah, he probably telling him, look, I don't want to hear that mess. You want to be around me? This what we doing.
Exactly.
You know?
You got to accept it.
Grizzlies, though. They brung in Marcus Smart specifically
for Ja Morant.
Win.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? That's what Marcus Smart was there for. Yep. Not to be on the court. It was specifically to mentor Ja Morant.
Right.
You understand? And he hasn't done a good job. Let's just call it what it is. He didn't do a good job. I think Ja Morant need another veteran presence, a veteran that has won something.
Yeah. I can feel you on that.
So I don't think Ja respect for him like that. The Grizzlies need somebody who's actually got a chip. You understand what I'm saying? Somebody who's actually got a chip to come on that team and throw Ja under his wing and be like, hey, this is how you do it.
Yeah.
He needs somebody to be there to K-Sap's point, is just to teach him how to be a professional.
Yeah.
And what being a professional means. Like
sometimes
you can
just
have
need
fun,
a little toning down, just a little toning down. That's all. Just a little. I look. I'm a firm believer. I'm like you, Keisha. I like all the celebrations on the court,
I love it.
On the football field, and like Terrell Owens used to say, if you don't like my celebration, keep me out the paint, keep me out the end zone. And I love everything that they do, and I would love for Ja to keep doing that. Only if he wasn't associated with the things that he's associated with now. His name is out there. It's all through the NBA streets with the commissioner, because you had to be suspended, Ja. You got suspended for these antics. You got suspended for the guns. And just like Tanya said, his mother is the same. She went up to the school with the gun. It was an incident over the summer.
She was riding shotgun.
Yeah. She had to go up there. The sister had a feud, and Ja, they go up there with the guns and stuff like that. Then he brandished the gun on somebody that came in his neighborhood or something to play basketball. He brandished the gun on. See, Ja got too many guns. And then after the first incident, this is where I said, come on, Ja, you got to learn. After the first time you got suspended and you went down there and got counseling, now you in there in the car with your boy. He going live on Instagram and you got a gun in. Knowing that your boy done set you up, knowing he going live, you know it's going to get out. And you sitting there with a gun and you singing the rap lyrics to what he's singing.
Well, the thing about it is a lot of something when you're young adult, sometimes you don't realize the company you keep might not be the best company for you. They're not there. They're not there to help you get to the next level. They just there along for the ride, because trust me, If I had somebody in my inner circle and I really cared about them, I wouldn't let you mess up the church's money. We would. Why are we
Well,
going live anyway? What we going
if any,
live for?
Yeah,
if any
Tanya.
ever
Yeah, he
watch
pulled a
Spider,
gun on a 17-year-old. Yep.
if y'all any of you ever watch Spider-Man, y'all know the quote: "With great power comes great responsibility." Right? Michael
Mm-hmm.
Vick had to learn that lesson.
Yep.
Yeah, he did.
He got
You
set down
understand?
over some dogs. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
It wasn't that. It was the dogs itself. It was the crowd he was around.
yeah,
When you
Yeah.
exactly.
have money like that, and you still trying to be in the hood around people who don't got money like that, that's a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Sometimes you gotta let people go.
Yeah.
Sometimes you out of You understand what I'm
I'm gonna
saying?
say it like this,
That's
BD. Hey, BD,
yes,
bro.
sir.
Me and you know, ghetto shit supposed to stay in the ghetto.
Right,
We
right.
come from that, but just like I got some call. I got a family is coming in. I just got a call. No, I'm on set. I'll see them later. I'm with my family here, and we doing something important for us in our lives. So sometimes your family members, your friends, and the closest ones to you, they do not elevate, and they remember who you was or what they want you to be. Because
Mm.
he didn't come from that. He went to Catholic school, just like I went to Catholic school, but I lived in the ghetto. But my father was on my butt, my behind, and that he don't have that because I can understand because my son is on an elevated income also. So when your children get to a certain type of elevation in
Mm.
economics, they tend to forget some of the principles.
Mm.
Because I'm sure that man, I'm not saying anything about T because T love his son.
Oh yeah,
So
most
Oh
T,
definitely.
yeah.
I ain't saying nothing about you. I know you love your son, and I know you gave him he's a raised black man. So I know that you gave him every principle that all of our fathers and uncles and father figures, men in our lives, gave us. So I'm sure he got that. And it's like, big girl, don't you big girl, I'm not gonna crash out on your ass in a minute.
The big girl got him started already. Keep going, bro, Claude.
I'm
Don't.
sorry.
Hey,
Look, I was very privileged, y'all, to come from the ghetto and go to those schools with them people. I was very
I'm
privileged.
sorry. Big girl gonna make me cry.
Yeah,
but see the
I
thing,
was
Bro,
very
but
privileged.
hold up.
And
But
the
the thing
same
about
thing
it,
with
bro,
bro.
Claude, I
Yeah,
agree with that, and I agree with what Miss D said as well. Ja Moran is not from the streets. He trying to be a hood dude. Ja Moran, you said it,
exactly.
Catholic school. He not trying to. Ja Moran is not hood. He's trying to an
Not at
image.
all.
He's trying to, create an image of himself. Anybody with the name of Demetrius Jamel is not from the streets.
You
Nah.
ain't right. Right.
And I'm just gonna
yeah,
keep it a
Why
buck.
you call that man government name?
Yeah, that's his name,
God
Demetrius
damn.
Jamel. You know what I'm saying?
God.
So
God
I mean,
damn.
it's like anybody with a name like he's not from the streets, man.
No,
No,
his father said that. His
yeah,
father on one of the interviews, his father say, "Well, I didn't teach my son whatever the trouble." Now I know y'all can't. I know we talking about it, but
yeah,
to give T some credit, he said, "I showed my son everything he was supposed to do as a
yeah.
profession."
But
Mm-hmm.
and
So I
look,
give that to T.
but look, bro, Claude, you know what it goes back to? It goes back to what Keisha said. With all the money that Job make, is he listening to T? Is he trying to be the one to say, look, I'm the one to make this ship go?
That's what he's saying. I know
Elle
what
say
I
he
her
got,
is.
son
I get
name
it.
is Demetrius K.
I
Sapp.
got
Huh?
John Moran. Did
What
you
what
see the
what hold up. What you say, Keisha?
Elle say my son's name is Demetrius
Nah,
Marcel.
it's
What you
not. It's
trying?
not. I didn't say Demetrius. I said Demetrius. It's not a D, it's with a T, L. It's Demetrius Jamel. I didn't say Demetrius.
Shit.
You a hater.
It's Demetrius.
Quick question for y'all. Y'all did watch the first playing game with Golden State and Memphis, right?
I
Yeah.
did.
Yes.
Okay, did you see the move that John Morant made when he went in the lane with the left
Oh
hand
yeah,
through
and off the glass, and he got it
Must
and
see
got it back.
TV.
Yeah.
He is spectacular.
raised it up? I've never seen no shit like that. That was some of the most incredible shit I've ever seen in my life.
Now
Yeah.
L talk about, yeah, well, that's ghetto. See, L, see, I didn't say Demetrius, I said Demetrius Jamel.
No, Ja Morant is an unbelievable athlete.
he
Every
must be
time I'm watching a game, I'm waiting for the ooh wah wee. I'm like, it's coming.
Mhm.
It's
Yeah,
coming.
Hit him with the
athletically,
ooh wah wee, the ah cha, the ha ha, he get
and
them
God
all,
forbid
man.
you start hitting 3-pointers at a 40% clip, you're not going to be able to mark him.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like he
Nasty.
worked on his 3-point shooting over the summer.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah,
you know, but see the thing about Ja, man, he's fragile as he is, man, he stay injury prone, man. Injury prone,
He
man.
gotta
Injuries,
get. He gotta
yeah.
get his ankles
Because he
stronger.
doing-
He got.
Yeah.
It's
He's
exactly
gotta-
what Kobe said.
He got to get his
Learn
body
how to play
stronger.
on the floor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He told Ivo, Kobe said, you ain't gonna last too damn long. And Ivo said, man, why you saying that? You wishing better than me? He said, no, man. I'm telling you, you ain't gonna last too long because your ass don't stay on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
When you stay planted and you get in other words, he was telling him, listen, take more shots instead of going in there with Shaq. Because Shaq gonna knock your ass down.
That's what
And
that's what Ja
up
want to
and
do.
be
Ja
tough.
want to be like Iverson. Iverson used
Yes,
to
he
go in
do.
there and get bounced around by Shaq. And you're right. Kobe
Yeah.
did say that to Iverson. And to your point, bro, Claude, and I think, you know, Ja is trying to emulate some of that stuff that Iverson did. He has no fear. You know, like
No, he's
Tanya
shaking
said.
and baking right
Yeah.
now. He's
I
shaking
saw,
and baking right
I saw
now.
him go in there and dunk on Wemby. I've seen him dunk on everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He has no fear.
He ain't
He's
got no
gonna
fear.
go in there. But see what
Oh,
Ja
last year,
does, Ja will
over
tell
LeBron.
you. What's that?
I said last year he tried to really leap over LeBron for a
That's what
dunk.
he
Like,
wanted. That's what he wanted to do. He said that in an interview. He said what he wants to accomplish while he in the NBA, he wants to dunk on LeBron so he can put it in the poster and hang it up and show his kids. He said that's what he want. So any chance that he gonna get to try to go up on LeBron, he gonna do it. So, but when he dunked on Wemby, it was nice, but it didn't count because the foul. You know, he didn't destroyed every big man in the league.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? So hey, it is what it is. I respect Ja. I love Ja's game. He just need to tone it down, man.
We just trying to OG him, Keisha. You know,
that's all.
that's why we took the youngins.
Yeah, I love Ja.
At the
Ja's
age
one of
of
my
13
favorites.
away from y'all
Shit.
ass.
yeah,
We
John,
going up.
I mess with John Morant.
Yeah,
You know what I
I
mean?
caught wind of, you know, when at Murray State, I caught wind of all his, you know, YouTube clips, the highlights. I'm like, how is this little nigga getting off the ground like that? I used to call him UPS, you know, because his ups was tremendous. And then when I saw the footage of him and Zion Williamson, I'm like, and Zion was a different beast. We ain't even got to talk about that.
Please
in
don't
high
talk.
school,
I don't want to crash out.
Here we go.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about that.
Okay.
We're gonna keep the conversation moving
Okay.
forward.
I'm sorry.
Hold on, because I don't want to get to the top of the hour and we ain't talked about the rest of the team.
Okay, one thing.
But now we already know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that the Grizzlies are gonna get out here beating the hell out of the Mavericks right now. What do y'all think about the matchup of OKC and the Grizzlies? In the
It's going second.
Nah, I you know something, BD. I would say it depends on hold on, BD. It depends on the health of Ja. If Ja can escape out of this game without further aggravating that ankle, because the thing about the play-in, he got to tape it up and he got to go back at it on Sunday. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's a quick turnaround. Then you got to fly. You got to fly all the way to OKC, from Memphis to OKC. But to your point, it's a good matchup. And the only thing I say about OKC, I've been saying this for a while. I'm not scared of OKC for OKC playing anybody, because my thing about OKC is I just don't think they have that playoff experience with that veteran leadership to get them over the hump. It's going to be a tough one, but I still got OKC moving on to the second round. But after that, OKC can be had. Now
Well,
go ahead,
here's the
BD.
thing, they bring Caruso there just for that,
Yeah,
for the
now
veteran,
I know
and
he's not.
and
Yeah,
he got a
they need a vet. They need a veteran, somebody like a CP3. That's the kind of veteran I'm talking about.
You
Even though
don't
CP3 ain't won no championship and Caruso got him one in the bubble, I'm just saying.
you don't think they got some experience last year in the
Nah,
playoffs?
I don't think the bright light. It's bright lights time now. Who outside of Shea Gildrich Alexander, you got Jay Will.
Mm-hmm.
check.
And Chet, we don't know what Chet gonna bring to the table in the playoffs. You know what I'm saying? But it's
It's a tough one.
it's a tough one for me. Like I said, they'll get past Memphis, but don't be surprised if, like BD said, Memphis take them to the brink. But after the first round, OKC can be had by anybody.
I got you. What you got, bro, Claude? What you think about this matchup, OKC and Ja and his Grizzlies?
The Grizzlies are tough, blue collar, hardcore. I mean, it is what it is with them. They mucky it up.
Mm-hmm.
They not soft at all. Not one of them. I would say if OKC, because OKC is young, they have no fear. They pretty much saw some light last year, and now that since they saw a little light last year, they know some mistakes that they've made last year, and I think that they have learned because they learn fast. I mean, this is the youngest team in the league, I believe, right?
It is.
So by them being the youngest team in the league and where they went last year, I believe that they could take on Ja them this year because they're a little bit more polished. But if they let OKC, I'm sorry, if they let the Grizzlies play their game, they're definitely going to lose.
Mm-hmm.
So OKC got to play their game, which is fast, which is very elite in scoring and shoot choicy shots, and then I'd say Alexander he gotta earn that MVP.
Yeah, see, they're a little dependent on Shea.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's what I'm telling y'all. They don't
they're a
have
little
that.
dependent on Shea now. I
I'm
will
just
say
saying
that.
he still gotta earn, no matter, rightfully so, right? We
Shay's
depended
that
on Mike.
dude though.
No,
But
he
like
is
I
that
said,
dude. Yeah.
But
We
this is
depended on
the
Kobe,
play.
right?
This
We
is the
depended on
playoffs.
Shaq.
Exactly. This is the playoffs, and this is when them bright lights shine the brightest, right? So
Mhm.
outside of Shea, Jay Will, right?
Yeah.
You got Chet Holmgren, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You got who else? Who
He
else you
need to
got
eat
there?
some more steak.
Yeah, who? Chet Holmgren.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like you get into the playoffs are a different animal,
He
man.
needs some more
And
meat on his
outside of
bone.
Shea, like El said, they depend on Shea too much. Shea is the one that makes it, and Wiggins coming off the bench and stuff like that.
I like that addition.
They got a nice bench, man. You know what I'm saying? They got guys that can come in and they can do it. But I just say outside of Shea,
Brooklyn, what up?
Jalen Williams, man, he's probably, like they talked about the other day, he can offset what Shea do. So if you got a Batman, you got a Robin, right? Then you got Aaron Wiggins coming off the bench. Now you got Isaiah Joe. They can shoot the ball. You know what I'm saying? Lou Dort, he can defend. Lou Dort can defend, 1 through 3. I've done seen him battle up against LeBron, push LeBron around a couple times. But Isaiah Hartenstein, they brought him in from New York, so that's helping him out as well. But like Bro Claude said, Alex Caruso, he is the veteran that they're looking to. But outside of that, you got Carson Wallace coming off the bench and Kendrick Williams. They don't go that deep. So outside of Shea, is the ship gonna be still the same when Shea gets a breather? Shea can't play 40 minutes a night in the playoffs, man.
No, sir.
No, it can't.
That's what I'm saying. So when Shea go to the bench, are they going to be able to sustain? See what I'm saying? But looking at their roster, with the likes of Lou Dort. You know, he's a good defender. He can score. Isaiah Joe, he can shoot the hell out of the ball. Aaron Wiggins can shoot the hell out of the ball. J-Dub. Then you got Jalen Williams, the light-skinned dude coming off the bench. You know what I'm saying? So, and then Chet Holmgren. But
Scotty still there?
Who?
Is Scotty with the Grizzlies still?
Pippen Jr. on the Grizzlies,
yeah. Pippen Jr. on the Grizzlies.
Mm-hmm.
And then see, when you looking at, you know, stuff like that, Chet Holmgren, you know, playoff fouls get called different. It's a little bit more physicality in the playoffs. And like Keisha said, can that frail body hold up? And outside of that, man, I just think, man, it's gonna be tough.
And guess what, guys? While we talking, the Mavs just went on a 14-2 run to cut the lead.
Okay.
To cut the lead. It's a 10-point lead for the Grizzlies right now in the third quarter.
Go ahead, BD. Go ahead.
Here's my take. It's going to be OKC in 7, in my opinion. But I think that the key to the series is going to be Lou Dort defense on Ja Morant. He's not going to stop Morant completely, but if he could slow him down enough, you understand what I'm saying? They should get him in 7.
I respect that.
Key, Lou Dort, can he stay out of foul trouble guarding Ja Morant? Because if Lou Dort get in foul trouble, OKC in trouble.
But
they got to put Shea on Ja Morant because he's their next best defender. And if Shea got to play defense, that's going to take away from his offense.
But
so stay on court.
Yeah, that's pretty spot on, BD. And like, what if Memphis gets out of this Dallas game and they do face them? You know, Memphis can mucky the waters up, but the thing about it is with the new coach, I think in a situation like this, you got Jaren Jackson Jr., you got Zach Edey. Zach Edey's a rookie. You know what I'm saying? But they big. Jaren Jackson got to dominate. He got to dominate against the low post because if you look at it, he got to dominate Chet Holmgren. He got to dominate. And if Zach Edey can be a big guy in there, he is 7'1", he can go in there and clog the paint up. And you know, Desmond Bane, you know, he's one of them streaky shooters. If he catch fire, man, he can shoot your lights out. And then you got the likes of Santi Aldama, you know, he can come in and spell big minutes too. And then Scottie Pippen Jr., underrated.
Seatbelt.
Yeah, and then you got Luke Kennard coming off the bench. You know, he can shoot that thing. But outside of that, man, they can mucky the waters up, man.
I mean, my pick would be OKC, but I would not be shocked if the Grizzlies come in there and take them to BD's point. I don't think the Thunder need to they shouldn't let the Grizzlies take them to 7. In my opinion, if they take them to 7, they in trouble. So
put it this way: if Memphis gets out of this Dallas game and they face OKC, you can go down to the grindhouse down there in Memphis, down to the, like Bro Claw said, the blue collars and the hard workers, and they get both of them games down there. Then we got a series because it don't start until you win on somebody's home floor.
Right.
Hey, Bro Claw,
you want to get to the game 7 because your butt get tight. Game 7s is unpredictable. And they are a blue collar team. So let's go to the next matchup. Okay.
Hey, Keisha. A prank calling radio station said Michael Jordan fans are the most questionable sports fans of all time. Watch this, y'all. Watch this.
Why y'all entertaining?
Hey, somebody
ring up Nominal. Ring him up.
Okay.
Here comes the money.
He said, AD looking like Pels, AD, trade for Anthony. Hey, man.
Anthony. Yeah.
Look, AD out here trying to, AD and Klay Thompson is out here trying to bring them back, y'all. But let's get to the next matchup. Thank you, Nominal. What y'all think about Denver, the Nuggets versus the Clippers?
That's one right there. Let me say that this is one that this is gonna be a good series, man. This ain't the Denver team that we saw when they won the championship.
I told you, Keisha.
This damn Clipper game, Kawhi Leonard has came to life, and what Ivica Zubac has been doing against the Joker, all the games that he played. You don't have to double the Joker. Zubac can guard the Joker one-on-one.
It's
So
personal.
it's personal. He can crowd his space. He can get into his, you know how the Joker want to lean back and shoot it. Zubac is a shot blocker. He can do that. He can play defense. But if James Harden, right? If James Harden continues to play the way James Harden is playing, and Kawhi keeps playing that way, I got the Clippers in 7.
What you say, bro, Claude?
Because Mike Malone is not there. The coach ain't there.
No, they're not.
BD, go ahead, BD.
Go, BD.
I got the Clippers in 6, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
Kawhi Leonard on some 2019 shit right now, and don't know nobody on Denver who can guard that man the way he playing right now.
But I'm gonna tell you this, BD, before you keep going about Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard should be the freshest player in the NBA right now. His legs should be completely under him, man. All the years and games
like
he
took him out the vault.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like you said, when you should reference 2019, I believe that. Because he has came on in the last 13 games of the year. Kawhi has picked this game up to let everybody know that this is the Kawhi that y'all was supposed to see before the injuries. Go ahead.
Yeah, Kawhi Leonard, he's on one right now. And when he's on it like this, Kawhi can carry the team to the finals right now.
Yeah.
So, like, the Clippers are super, super dangerous. And God forbid Harden give you 20 and 10 for the series. It's a wrap.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And see, now you ain't got to worry about that third option in Paul George. Now you just got Kawhi Leonard and, James Harden, and then you got Zubac, and then now you got the role players around them. Norman Powell and things like that.
Your earlier point, the Clippers don't got a double Joker.
Exactly.
No.
They don't got to double him. And when you don't got a double Joker, Joker can't pick you apart. Remember, Joker's like a quarterback out there. And if you give him any kind of space to do any kind of passing, he's going to average a triple-double. But when you can't double him, that changes. When you don't have to double Joker and he can't flare out passes like how he do, and you force him to have to score, it's going to be a wrap for Denver.
Watch this, BD. BD, you took my point, man. I've been telling people this about Denver. Let Joker go for 60 and he won't beat you. If Joker gets 60 and has a triple-double, you in trouble. But if he go for 60 and only got 4 assists and 15 rebounds, you won. Because you can't get everybody else involved. He can't get 60 and everybody else get off. You let Joker get his without the others getting theirs, and that's a successful recipe by beating Denver.
On top of that, the Clippers got 2 perimeter defenders to throw at Jamal Murray. Not only can Kawhi guard him, you could throw Dunn at Murray too. And Dunn is also a lockdown defender. So now that you got 2 people you could put on Murray, I don't really trust Michael Porter Jr. I never really have. You understand what I'm saying? And Aaron Gordon, he'll give you 15 or whatever. You know what I mean? But he's not going to be a real key of the series. Denver don't really got a bench like that. Braun ain't. He ain't.
When Bruce Brown got out of there, and Jeff Green and all them, man.
Yeah, all of them.
Yeah.
Caldwell Pope.
Yeah, Caldwell Pope. They're missing Caldwell Pope, but like I said, the only time Michael Porter Jr. plays good is when he played the Lakers.
You ain't right.
That's the only time he played good. He unconscious against the Lakers. But any other team, that goes back to the last 2 years in the playoffs when they played the Lakers. Michael Porter Jr. was on fire. Get in the next series, he played like hot garbage.
Hey, look, check it out.
Claude, what you got on this?
All right. So Mamba's Nest Entertainment LLC. I love John Morant. You ain't hearing nothing but praise.
No,
See, what the problem is that a lot of y'all don't want to hear nothing from no OGs. That's the problem. You don't want to hear nothing from the older and the slave mentality.
See, that's
what they did in the slave to separate us, the old from the young. That's the Willie Lynch letter. So be careful. Ain't nobody doing nothing but OGing.
Yeah, the thing
all
about it
love
is,
John Morant. I don't think that there's a player. Listen, he has Shea. Listen, he has Shea lunch when it comes to athleticism and highlight films. In my opinion, but say what I'm saying is that I'm going to OG my nephew if he could hear something out of my mouth to help him better his career, because I want Ja Morant to be the face of the NBA.
Because they was pushing. They was pushing.
Because he a little man. I'm a little man.
Hold on,
you know what I'm saying?
Bro, Claude, I'm glad you said that. And for the mamba to say, I hate the Ja slander. See, that's the problem that we have, man. A little critique about somebody, now it's slander. We not slandering Ja. We just saying Ja need to tone it down. That's not Ja slander. We all said Ja is must-see TV. We love Ja's game. Ja's one of my favorites.
He's one of my favorites.
When he's on TV, I'd love to see. I like when Ja go up against them big man and try to dunk it on him. You know what I'm saying? I love that. So we're not slandering Ja.
So we you know what I mean? I'm 6'1.5". That's
so go ahead, bro. Claude, what's your take on this?
What I say this again. It's personal with the
back
center.
to 17, Keisha. Go ahead.
It's personal.
It is.
It's very personal with the Clippers in Denver because they've been getting taken out. But on that 5 spot, them boys, they don't like each other.
Oh, nah.
No.
They don't like each other at all.
No, they don't.
So you're going to see a lot of bumping. And one thing the Joker don't like, he don't like nobody to check him. He don't like that. He not so well. He don't take that very well and play very good when he gets checked by a real center. He don't play very good. So, you know, I would take Clippers because that's, of course, I'm a Norm Nixon fan ever since Norm Nixon got kicked off the Lakers. So I've been there. You know what I mean? My mama's maiden name is Nixon, and I'm not gonna let y'all say what it is. But my mama's maiden name is Nixon. Anyway, Norm Nixon went to the Clippers, and that's been one of my teams ever since. And I believe that the Clippers will take it in 5.
I believe that the Clippers went in that vault and added all the modifications to Kawhi Leonard. Had him sleep for about 2 years. He was just up in there listening to old school music, you know.
Icy hot.
You know,
he did that Amari Stoudemire. He went and bathed in wine.
He went and bathed in the fountain of youth. You know, came out. They tapped on his skull, and they told him it's time to play. And he said, "Really? How long I've been out?" They said, "It's been some
5
years, but it's time to reintroduce yourself."
And he's been out since 2019, y'all.
5 years, dog.
He's been out for 5 years, man. Right. He's been out for 5 years, man. He's been out for some years, man. But I
think he coming out the vault. He running it back.
He
coming out the vault. I think they're gonna take the Nuggets. I really do.
I just don't. And the reason why, the Nuggets, I think they was one and done when they got that championship, and because I think they're trying to move in a new direction. I don't know why they fired Mike Malone. I don't know who can come in and rewrite that
right
ship.
Before the playoffs?
You know what I'm saying?
No, because him and Calvin, they were
Calvin Booth. Yeah, so
Calvin,
it's like
him and Calvin was having it got real bad.
Got some problems.
It started being in front of the players.
But
once it got it was already in the back office, and then it came to the front office. But then it went down to the floor. So Calvin was trying to get some play. Oh, these are my favorite people, and these are the ones that's with him. And it got to the players. That's my infrastructure knowledge of that. It got down on the court because I also covered it. It got down on the court. So once it got down on the court, you got two people both of them got the baby's arms in their hand, and they pulling on the baby.
Yeah, it's all good, man.
They tried to split the baby in two, and that's not going to work. The baby gotta be able to develop and grow and continue to be there. So get rid of both of the parents.
So what's the next series?
Next one is Lakers versus the Timberwolves.
Timberwolves ain't got nothing for the Lakers.
Well, it sounded like their leader was already conceding here to me.
Yeah. And Edwards talking about he just want to go out there and hoop, man. You know what I'm saying?
When I heard that, I was like, Lakers in 5, like Shannon.
Like shit, Lakers in 5. I mean, the thing about the Lakers, they appreciate your pro fan talk. I just think the Lakers right now with Luka adding Luka, like now you got 2 bona fide people that can flat out give you 50 anytime they want. You know what I'm saying? So, but Luka just owns Minnesota in its own right. You know what I'm saying? The matchup that Luka sees with Minnesota, his eyes just light up. But I got the Lakers in 5. I ain't gonna touch too much on it.
Lakers in 5. What you got, BD?
Lakers in 6, because I do believe Ant-Man is good enough to get them 2 games.
Okay.
I think there's something missing about Minnesota though this year, man. If we've talked about Minnesota's team from last year, I could say this would be a dog fight.
You think they missing Cat?
Nah, I'm not saying they missing Cat, man. I just think something
missing.
Something ain't clicking the way it clicked last year, man.
Like for me, I'm a Knicks fan, and I've watched a lot of Julius Randle, and Julius Randle has never performed in the playoffs, and I don't expect him to perform in this playoffs.
A bull in a china shop, man. You know what I'm saying? So,
but Edwards is good enough to get you 2 games.
Yeah, nah, I ain't gonna say good enough to get you 2 games. He's good enough to get you 1 on his own.
He could get you 2 because the Lakers haven't been all erratic in terms of shooting the ball. Like LeBron gonna get his, and Luka gonna get his, but Hachimura's up and down. Austin Reeves is up and down.
Yeah, he's in Austin. No, Austin Reeves is too inconsistent.
So
but they got some goons on defense, though.
Yeah, I mean, between Finney-Smith and Vanderbilt, the defense is going to be there. But my thing with Vanderbilt, you can leave him by himself.
Yeah, but now I do. Hey, Vanderbilt been hitting that corner 3, man. You can't because look,
he's not going to continue to do that. He's not going to do.
Okay, I got you, but they don't depend on him to hit 3s. You know what I'm saying? His job is to come in and mucky up the waters. He's almost like Phil Handy. He's Mr. 94 feet. He gonna pick you up 94 feet. He gonna harass you. And Ant Edwards will tell you his biggest assignment is going up against goddamn Vanderbilt. He don't like playing against Vanderbilt. You know what I'm saying? Because Vanderbilt know them tendencies. Vanderbilt was on Minnesota. He know them tendencies. Vanderbilt know them tendencies.
McDaniels is a great defender too now. Let's not leave that out. And if you throw
he too light in the ass. He too light in the ass.
Light in the ass.
Yeah, but you don't put him on LeBron and Luka. You put him on Austin Reeves because, to me, in my opinion, Austin Reeves, the Lakers are going to go as far as Austin Reeves.
But you don't want to wear. But listen, you don't want to wear Ant-Man down. Ant-Man got wore down in that Maverick series last year. He got wore down. After coming off that series beating Denver. He got wore down in that Maverick series because they expected him to defend everybody, and he was gassed. He'll tell you. Even Charles Barkley and the TNT crew talked about it. He was gassed.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So Jaden McDaniels is too light in the ass to be guarding LeBron. You got to put Jaden McDaniels on one, either LeBron or Luka. Ant-Man got to spell some minutes. He can guard Reeves, and then in the fourth quarter where you're fresh, then you can put Ant-Man on LeBron or Luka. But at the same time, the matchup that Luka loves this Minnesota matchup, man.
Yeah, it's just a bad matchup.
Yeah.
What you got, bro, Claude?
Well, so y'all really know. Come on, let the cat out the bag.
He got 5 teams again, y'all.
No, I don't. Ain't neither one of them my team.
You said the Clippers. You got the Clippers in the
I say I'm talking about Lakers.
Go ahead. No, I don't want to stir.
Okay,
keep going.
yeah, Lakers and Timberwolves. Who you got?
Yo, messy ass K-Sap. Damn.
All right, go ahead, man.
Look.
Benadryl, Tylenol.
Y'all can say whatever y'all want.
Lakers in 5.
Y'all can say whatever y'all want to say. I know that the Lakers is a new team with Luka, and I love Luka.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? I wouldn't miss a Dallas team last year. I didn't miss not one. So Luka being on the Lakers, I am rooting for Luka achieving what he needs to achieve on some get back, because it was diabolical no matter what the owners felt or felt that he was out of control. So I'm gonna leave that there. Anthony Edwards is my baby Jordan.
Yeah, Anthony Edwards is a dude.
So
He that dude.
I'm rolling with baby Jordan all the time.
His swag
When
is all
those
the way
type
up.
of tendencies is there.
Hold
and
on,
he
stop
got-
right there, bro, Claude. You said you
Okay.
rolling with Baby Jordan. Did you ever roll with Harold Miner? Because they called him Baby Jordan. Did you ever roll with him?
No. See, it's
Okay,
a
all right, go
different
ahead.
era.
All right,
That's
all
a
right, go
different.
ahead.
Harold
I'm just
Miner
asking
was
the
nowhere
question.
near. That's what they
I'm just asking the question. They called him
Yeah.
Baby Jordan.
No, that's what they say.
Okay,
They
I'm just
all
asking you a
call
question.
It's
Sean
okay.
Elliott
He
Baby
still
Jordan.
might get smacked on his
They
little
call
baby
Sean
father.
Elliott the same thing. Sean Elliott wasn't no damn Baby Jordan. So gone.
No, they called Harold Miner.
They call Sean Elliott that too. So
Not for nothing, bro. I think Kawhi Leonard moved more like Jordan than
Nah,
and Edwards.
Ant-Man got that swag,
no,
dog. His
it's
swag
the
all the way
swag.
up. It's
You
all
got
the
Yeah,
way
but
up.
no
Kawhi,
Kawhi
He got
ain't
that
nothing
Jordan
like
swag,
Mike.
man.
Listen,
You know how Mike
Kawhi-
used to walk
just like
around and
how I'm
chew
doing
that
right now.
gum. Yeah.
All that.
Yeah, look, Mike used to walk around, chew that gum. That's the
Hey,
same way Anthony Edwards
he
walking
on
on that court. He
when
walked like
Ant-Man on the
he
court, he about
look.
that business.
You know
and
what
he
Ant-Man
talking to you.
Ant-Man
gonna-
walk around.
listen,
Look,
can't wait.
hold up, bro, Claude. Hold up.
Yeah.
Ant-Man walk around like he dicking everybody's wife in the NBA. That's how he walk around.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
Oh yeah. So saying to say, you kind of pretty much took what I was gonna say, but I roll with the dominant one because you never know. One thing that Michael Jordan showed me, and Kobe Bryant showed me, and Dwayne Wade showed me is that you cannot never count out a dominating person with that type of persona, swagalicious. You dig what I'm saying? Swagalicious.
I can count him out. That's why it
but
took Michael Jordan 6-7 years. You can't do it by
But he a
himself,
killer. But he a killer. It's all right.
Yeah,
but
he
I'm just
still
saying,
lost.
I never counted him out. I never did.
Okay. All
Not
right.
one.
See, that's what they want to do. They want to throw away Jordan's first 8 years. Go ahead.
Actually, it was 7, my man. But
I
go
mean,
ahead.
Just go ahead.
Yeah,
Just go
I'm just
finish.
saying.
Just finish.
He's finished.
I'm just saying.
He needs some more pieces.
Yo,
But go
messy
ahead.
ass. You and Keisha messy than a mother.
Just go ahead. Don't
Y'all
let us
messy
tell
than a
y'all.
Marvin mother. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, like I said, I would never bet against Ant-Man because you never know what you're gonna get. And then of course, with the dynamic with Luka there, I would pick a conscious man would pick the Lakers to win, of course, because of the firepower who they have. But I would say the game would go 7 or at the most 6. And I say Lakers in 6 or 7.
All right. Gotcha.
All
All
right.
right. What's the next matchup?
The next one is one that's real dicey. Rockets and the Warriors.
And look, I'm gonna take this from the start.
Whoa.
2 teams that I don't believe in is OKC and the Rockets. Because I've seen this movie before. I've seen teams that front run all season long, get all the accolades. That goes back to the Atlanta Hawks when they front run it, had the best record in the NBA when they had Teague, Corvert. They had all the all-stars, right?
They did. I
And
remember
got
them.
swept by the Miami Heat. The Cleveland Cavaliers.
I
right?
remember them teams.
They front run it the whole year long. Couldn't nobody touch them. Best record in the NBA. Got in the playoffs and got swept by the Cleveland Cavaliers.
With the bed.
So that's to my point. I love what Ime Udoka is doing with the Houston Rockets.
He can coach.
But this is what I say. Amid Thompson, he is a goddamn superstar on the rise. And this cat can defend. And if the Rockets got any chance, Amid Thompson can guard Steph Curry because his length can bother him, his athleticism and his quickness can bother Steph Curry. But you got to be attention to detail because we know Steph ain't scared of the bright lights. When the bright lights come on, that's when Steph performs.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing about it is, does Golden State really have enough outside of Steph Curry and Jimmy Butler? Draymond is going to be their facilitator. He's going to bring some toughness. But what they're going to do is the Rockets need to play big. They need to play with Steven Adams. They need to play with Alfred Sengun. They need to go big on the Warriors in the playoffs. And if the Rockets go big, they'll beat the Warriors. I just don't hope Ime Udoka don't play down to the competition. Play your style of ball that you've been playing all year long. But like I said, this is another series outside of the first round. If they get past the first round, they're not going no further. But I take the Rockets in 6. And the only reason why I say this is because Rockets got home court advantage. That's the only reason.
I'm gonna say this before I let the rest of the guys go. I'm the opposite. I do think the Rockets is out here front running. I do think the Rockets is out here front running, and kind of similar to old bro Claude over there. Playoff Jimmy has made an appearance.
Oh, he stepped up in that playing game. I don't call it the playoffs, but he stepped up because.
But you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Playoff Jimmy has made an appearance, and I'm rolling with Playoff Jimmy, so I'm gonna go with the Warriors because we already know it's a lot of experience on that Warriors team.
Oh yeah.
I should pick the Rockets.
No, you're not. I
should pick them because that's what the records say.
I'm not going by the record.
But they be front running to me, and I don't believe in them. They're gonna have to make me a believer. So I'm going with the Warriors. I think it's gonna go 7. But if it goes 7, Rockets are in trouble.
Nah, if it goes 7 and Rockets got home court advantage, man. If it goes, they playing in Houston, man. So that's that home court advantage in the playoffs is key to me. Especially in the game 7.
I think the Rockets are going to have a hard time if they got to win and go to the state.
Oh, they get it. They get it. I got the Rockets.
They can't be fan-fitting around.
Oh, nah. They're going to take care of business. Ime Udoka is not their type of coach to, let them guys put their guards down.
You're right. That's the only reason why I have a little pause, because they got a really good coach.
What'd you say? You got menopause?
Not menopause. Shut up.
Oh, I thought that's what you said. I made my bad.
That's the only reason why I got a little pause.
Oh, okay.
Because I like Udoka, but I'm going with the OGs. What you got, BD?
Okay, you might have to throw the sirens on now, because now I'm about to crash.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead.
I got the Warriors in 6, and here we go. You got to be born a champion. You got to have it on the inside. You got to feel it, live it, breathe, and be prepared to die for it. You got to make the assault on life itself. Like, all I've done, I've had it all. Steph's mine. Draymond's mine. Steve Kerr is mine. It'll be mine for an entire life. Golden State in 6.
I'm with you, BD. I'm with you.
That was a nice subtle crash out. That was a subtle crash out. I can respect that. That was subtle.
What you got, bro, Claude?
If you think I'm up here and being the OG that I am and knowing the history of this game like I do and loving this basketball game like I do, and you want me to sit here and talk about that I'm going against the greatest shooter that ever laid hands on a basketball, you got to be goddamn crazy.
Glaze is real.
You got to be. I'm not even going to glaze that brother because he already glazed himself. I'm not going to even sit here and play with. I'm not going to let the chat play with Steph Curry name.
Ain't nobody saying nothing about Steph Curry.
Mount Rushmore. Shut your ass up, K-Sap. Damn, let me finish.
I'm sorry. I apologize.
I'm singing.
That's another
I don't
team
give
you
a
added to this
damn.
collection.
I don't give a damn about what you doka do. You do.
Damn.
When it comes to Steph Curry, period. Then Sister Keisha already know, the chat don't know, I'm a Jimmy Butler man since the Bulls.
God damn, this cat. How many
That's my
men?
boy right
How many
there, bro,
men
Claude.
got?
They gave away Jimmy Butler. They gave Jimmy Butler away just like they did Kennedy Carter. And I ain't healed from that shit.
Hold on. Bro, Claude, let me ask you
No,
one
hell
question.
no, K-Sap.
How many goddamn mans you got?
Because I love basketball. It's a whole bunch of elevated players, and it's a whole bunch of softies in this motherfucker too.
Yeah.
Excuse my language.
Hey, I'm here for the Jimmy Butler crash out.
Jimmy Butler is a hardcore player.
That's my man.
He's not a loser. Then he over there with Draymond, a killer like me. Yeah. So I ain't gonna never. Me and BD, we stand alone on that. I don't give a damn. I'm never gonna vote against the man. Not ever. So I'm done. I ain't even crash out on it. I'm just telling y'all straight up.
K-Sap got the hammer for you, bro. Claude. He got the hammer.
Hey, y'all see what Claude be doing. I ain't even gonna call him bro Claude. I'm just gonna call him Claude. Y'all see what Claude doing, y'all? Bro. Y'all see Claude, he bringing his WNBA energy over to the NBA. God damn it, bro Claude. How many damn teams you got? How many mans you got? Just let it be known, man. So anything that we ask you about the NBA on this big board of the playoff, you can't be wrong.
I can't be.
I see.
Remember, Bulls, Celtics, right? Y'all know that. Y'all already know.
I don't know it now. I know it now.
No, we got to get to the next matchup. We can't be listing all your teams.
Bulls, Celtics, Cleveland, and then of course, all day I'm a Laker.
Watch this. Was you a Cleveland fan?
Every day I'm a Laker. Huh?
Was you a Cleveland fan when LeBron was there?
Hell no.
Okay, see, you're a LeBron hater. Go ahead.
No,
Let's go.
I love LeBron. You see, I got Cleveland. I wear my stuff. Shut up, K-Sap. You already know what I feel about.
I can't be messing around with you.
I ain't got nothing to do.
You got too many jerseys and too many pom-poms.
I'm Chicago. It's diabolical to, first of all, say that, you know what I mean? All this
Miami gets swept by Cleveland. We can move on.
I got my Cleveland championship.
I
got all my stuff up in the room, and I didn't wore it on here.
Go ahead, Keisha.
I ain't trying to hear all that.
Just disregard
whatever, man. Whatever.
All right,
look. I ain't gonna be sitting up here talking about, I love LeBron more.
No, we ain't talking. It's not about LeBron. I just asked you a question. Don't do it.
All right, we're going to the next one, y'all, because they doing something.
This ain't even nothing to talk about.
All right,
Miami
the next
and Cleveland.
One is Cavaliers
and Miami
and the Heat. Who you with?
The Heat getting swept.
You think they getting swept?
Getting swept. They don't stand a chance against Cleveland.
I don't think they stand a chance either. But hey, you know,
getting swept.
Damn, that's your take.
Yeah, that's my take. Swept.
You say we can get through that real quick. I think the Cavaliers. Donovan Mitchell ain't playing that mess with Miami. They ain't gonna look. They're not gonna let Tyler Hero run around there like they did on Chicago.
Hey, you better watch your damn
Tyler
mouth.
Hey, look, you know who Tyler Hero remind me of? Paige Beckers. He got a little black in him. I'm just saying, man.
Yeah, but you think it's swept. You don't think they can get one game, not even one.
Nope.
Okay.
Nope.
All right.
Ain't even gonna be
Cavs.
Ain't even gonna be interested.
Cavs gonna win that. What you think?
We
can do this real quick. BD. Cavs and Heat.
Cavs 6. And I say Cavs in 6 because Miami has playoff experience. They done did 2 finals in 5 years. That's too much experience to get swept.
They ain't got no go-to person.
I give them one game, but K-Sap said they getting swept.
Hero can win you a game now.
Hero ain't getting nothing against the Cavs, man.
I think the Heat gonna win 2 games though, because the Cavaliers have shown me in the playoffs they don't come like how they supposed to come in the playoffs.
They're getting swept.
I don't think they're gonna get swept. Donovan Mitchell has never got out the second round.
This is not the same Donovan Mitchell in Utah. This is not the same person.
He on one right now.
He got too much. He got too much help in Cleveland. Too much. Them bigs down there, Jared Allen and buddy, damn, number 4, what's his name?
I know who you're talking
Evan
about.
Mobley.
Yeah, Evan
Oh,
Mobley.
Evan
Or-
Mobley.
Yeah, Evan Mobley. Yeah, and then you got Hunter that came over from Atlanta. Come on,
Yeah.
man. Come on, man.
Bro,
They
Claude.
just got dogs, and then you got Garland. They just that
Yeah, I like
team is
Garland.
that team is fully equipped with everybody that messes with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Donovan Mitchell ain't got to be a superstar for them to win.
Mm-mm.
He had to
No.
be a superstar in Utah. You go back to the bubble when they played Denver in the bubble when him and Jamal Murray was going back and forth with the 50 balls. He had to get 50 for them to compete. But him with Cleveland, he don't have to drop 50.
No, he don't.
He can just play his game and be natural.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I agree with that, but I still think the Heat will get 2 games just because they have playoff experience and they've proven that they could win on the road.
I see that.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
but
They got a good coach too.
I respect that, BD. I mean, I respect
I
the
give him
knowledge
one.
that you giving them grace for that.
mhm.
But I just
I
can't
give him
see
one, BD. What you say, bro, Claude?
I think this will be a sweep.
Okay. We can
it.
move on.
Yeah, we can move on.
We can move on. Okay, the next one is the Pacers and the Bucks.
Now, this to get dicey and slicey, man. It all depends because I know Damian Lillard is out for the first game. I know he
And
got
they don't
cleared
like each other.
from the blood clots, but this is going to be dangerous, man. Without Damian Lillard, it all hinges on if Damian Lillard plays. If
Mhm.
Damian Lillard can't play, I got the Pacers in 7.
What you say,
Pacers is one of
BD?
the Pacers is one of them teams that you don't know who's going to show up and when they're going
No.
to show up.
They inconsistent all the way around. I don't know. I can't
Okay.
key on nobody messing around with the
I
Pacers.
put the chips like this. I'm with K-Sap. With no Lillard, Pacers in 7. With Lillard, Bucks in 5.
Now I say Bucks in 6 if Lillard plays.
Mm-hmm. Because he gonna need some time to get back in the
Yeah,
In
in
the-
the fray of things.
yeah, because he's been out. But
Yeah,
if it was me,
especially coming off a blood clot in your calf, and he couldn't do no activity or anything like that. That's what's going to in his conditioning. You know what I'm saying? And trying to ramp him up to get him ready for playoffs, it's going to be tough.
Well, they could just make Dame Lillard a spot shooter.
I know, but
While
BD,
he's trying to
what I'm saying is a blood clot in your calf, right? That's what ended Chris Bosh's career, the blood clot in the calf, right? So when you have a blood clot, because I got a blood clot myself, if you got a blood clot, when you're on them blood thinners, you got to get medical clearance for you to go out there and do activity when it's in your leg, because you don't want that thing moving around. You know what I'm saying? So basically, Dame Lillard, all his basketball activities was shut down. So now you're being monitored. You know what I'm saying? Now you're taking blood thinners to get it out your system, right? So now coming back, woo, it's going to be hard for him to ramp that up. That's why he's been cleared for basketball activities. He can play, but he's just not playing. Yeah. But like I said, if Dame Lillard is healthy, Bucks will run all over him. But this Indiana Pacer team, you don't know who you're going to get. Yeah. You
Can't
mute,
hear you,
Keisha.
Keisha. You muted.
You muted.
If Lillard plays, I say the Bucks.
On
Look,
her own show.
no, people was coming into my house talking
Okay.
crazy. But if
Well,
Lillard
we
plays,
want to hear the craziness.
no,
Bro, Claude will let you hear it. Got babies in the back on the couch. Hear that shit.
Hey,
Yeah,
keep
they
it real.
part
They
of the
like
show.
reality TV. They love Dream though. So
Mhm.
Dream is a favorite. So go ahead.
if Lillard plays, I say the Bucks will get him. But if not, Pacers should get out of the series because Giannis is not going to be enough.
Yeah.
It just depends. I don't know if he's going to play. I don't know if Lillard going to play. I don't know what he's going to be when he come back and play.
That's what I'm saying. That's the hard part, man.
It's kind of it's a hard matchup to
being off your legs, man. It's crazy.
And the Pacers is one of them teams. They could be dangerous, but you don't never know which team
going to show up. You know what I'm saying? Pacers could damn near blow them off the floor. And the thing about it is, and the only reason why I say the Pacers is because that home court advantage, man, that's significant for me, man. When you got home court advantage in a game 7, so you take your chances, man.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. The next one. Knicks, Pistons.
Can I go first?
Go ahead, BD.
Go ahead, BD.
Because I'm a Knicks fan. So
I
I
got
got the
that.
Knicks 6 because this is the best starting 5 I've ever seen the Knicks have. Ever. Just 1 through 5. This is a wonderful starting 5. The Knicks issue is going to be in the next round because they don't have the bench. Detroit too young right now. This is their first time in the bright lights. So I don't know if they're going to respond like that. So I get the Knicks in 6 for this one.
He made that short and brief.
Yeah. Bro, Claude.
Hey, Goon the shooter. I beg to differ. Ain't nobody the Bulls.
Oh,
And then for
Oh, here we go, man.
I would never in my lifetime cheer on the New York Knicks. So
Oh,
we can go to
Lord.
the next one.
all right.
Right. That's how I feel
I
about your
got.
funk.
Go ahead, BD.
You see what they do, Keisha?
You said that's how I
Y'all
feel.
ass ain't beat us though.
Funky Bulls. Like I hate
His,
Chicago.
his ass just sore because he didn't got beat all his damn life.
Yeah.
I understand it.
Yeah.
We
I
ain't
am
from
sore.
the 70s. Y'all ain't won since the damn 70s.
I
At
know
least
it.
A$AP could get up here and
I
talk.
know it. I
You
know it.
ain't
Yeah, the Knicks
you
haven't
ain't
done
won a
nothing.
damn thing. So shut your
73.
Here we
fat
go,
ass
gang
up
banging
and
again on these
shut
Gang
your
streets.
banging on
fat
swing
ass
guard.
up in that New York
But,
streets
but,
and
here's,
listen to
but
some real
again,
champions talk shit. You
I
can't
mean,
come
you
across the
have
ring
a
and talk
champ
nothing. You
though.
just yelling
Like
across the
you have
court.
a goat
You
on your
just
team.
yelling across the
You're
court.
supposed to
It's
win. You
champions
have
over here.
goat.
It's champions over here. I
You
don't
have
know what you're talking about.
goat.
Wait, hello. It's
How many
champions over BD.
championships do the Bulls
BD.
win without Michael Jordan? We
BD.
ain't never had the Knicks ain't never
BD.
have no GOAT.
BD.
We ain't even
It's
have a GOAT candidate. You have the whole GOAT and it still
when.
took them 8 years to win a ring.
Uh-oh, he's
Y'all
about to crash
team
out.
ain't shit. Ain't
It
never
still
been
took
shit.
8
Ain't
years.
gonna be shit. You still praying. You
It still
hoping
took
your
8
lifetime.
years.
You didn't live the
It still
whole
took a
lifetime,
GOAT
BD.
8 years to
BD,
win
you
a
didn't
ring.
live the whole
You know,
50 years.
especially when I
BD didn't
said
hold the whole
Tony
50
Gibbs.
years. This
He
man,
ain't
you talk
even
about the
He
Bulls, people.
ain't
This man's cheering
He
on the
got
New York
scored,
Knicks
baby.
and 50,
Still need
you and
to
Stephen A. I
go
don't
to
know who.
the bench.
Y'all all are delusional in New York. You ain't never won shit since the damn coach that then coached us to help us win.
They ain't one since Willis Reed come limping back on the court, man.
Damn.
Shit.
Right.
Don't say nothing. I don't want the gym shoes. I don't want the t-shirt. I don't want the jersey. I don't want the goddamn hat. I don't want nothing of New York.
I
So
feel you
we can
because I don't want nothing Chicago Bull either.
you got
Nothing.
your ass whooped.
I'm
I mean,
for the
somebody
Bulls.
that beat my ass, I wouldn't support him either. Somebody that beat the shit out of me,
That's
that beat
because
my
of that
ass. Look,
fucking Jordan. Act
somebody
like that.
that beat Scottie
You
Pippen
the
put his
place that
nuts off and
Jordan was
Patrick Ewing's
on
face,
foul.
and Michael
You
Jordan
put
wasn't even
bleach
there.
on that man.
I
Scottie
did
Pippen
not
didn't even have
have.
Michael Jordan.
You put
I
the
did not
bleach
have
on
And they had to
Chicago
cheat.
versus New
They
York
had to
Michael
on my
cheat.
Jordan.
bingo card, K
Make
Sam.
no
God
sense.
damn.
You see
I
what
mean,
happened? You see what happened?
diabolical. Why you gonna argue about something you never won?
See
I
what
ain't never
happened?
seen. See, that's now what
Can
I'm
I
gonna
get can
do.
I get my
I'm
take
gonna be
off?
diabolical, BD. Hold
Can
on,
we
hold
let
on,
K
K-Sap, hold
Sam
on.
get his
Can I
take
get my
I'm
off?
gonna
take
be.
off, man?
Hold on a second. Hold on.
See,
See,
say
BD.
anything about Chicago,
I know
man.
it's
Bro
a
Claude
whole
get
lot
all
of
up in his
you
feelings.
diabolical ass New York people like Caitlin Clark because she's a goddamn loser too. I understand. I
We ain't gonna
understand.
make the talk
Hey,
though.
shots
Don't
fired.
get me
Can I get some
started on
shots,
that.
K-Sap? Can I get
Nah,
some goddamn shots?
No,
Give
you
it
know
to
we
me.
goddamn,
can't
nope.
Nah,
shoot
hell
our
no.
guests,
I ain't
bro,
Give
do
it
that.
up.
Claude.
I can't shoot my guess. I'm not John
Can't
Morant.
shoot
I
the
can't shoot my guess, man.
No, at the point. I ain't trying to shoot BD. That's my boy. I'm just telling him he
Look.
talking about some damn. You BD, you up here talking about some
Okay,
damn
look,
lost
bro,
forever.
Claude and BD, go
Ever,
to your
ever.
respective corners. Take
Okay,
a breath.
all right. Okay.
Somebody
Take a
give
breath.
Bro Claude the standing 8 count. God damn.
God damn.
What you got, K-Sam?
Yeah.
What you got?
Man, I got the Knicks in 5, man.
I got the Knicks too.
I got the Knicks in 5, man. Like
I don't
BD
think
said,
Detroit,
and
you
this
know-
this is probably the only time I'm going to agree with BD because he made a valid point about the Knicks.
Mhm.
And they made a valid point about Detroit. Detroit too young. This is their first time as a new group getting into the big dance, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody was invited to the prom. Now it's a chance for the, Detroit to dance with the prom queen. And they ain't got enough motherfucking swag to put the queen out on the court, right?
No, they don't.
So now Detroit gets one game in Detroit in front of their fans, right?
Mm-hmm.
New York, like BD said, their problem is going to that second round, and I'll leave it there.
Yeah, I got the Knicks too. I mean, I know Bro Claude don't want to hear that, but yeah, I got the Knicks too.
It ain't about what I don't want to hear.
I just want to ask.
Wait, Bro Claude, you supposed to be still in your corner. Stay over there.
All right, watch this. I'm gonna throw a little monkey wrench in the system. We're gonna move to the next one. We're gonna move to the next matchup between Boston and the Bulls. Who you got? Oh, my bag. I didn't mean to say the Bulls. The Bulls ain't my bag. The Bulls, that was my bag, man. That was my. I thought the Bulls. Shit, the way you talking, the Bulls in the playoffs. So I had to throw that in there.
First,
the way you keep on bringing up these Bulls stuff, man. Don't know about the Bulls as an afterthought, man.
He's stuck in the 90s.
That's you trying. You try.
The Bulls ain't won nothing ever since Scottie Pippen left, man.
Hey, look, whatever y'all say.
Since Scottie Pippen left,
because all we do is just rub trophies.
Scottie Pippen
we
got 6. We continue
to rub trophies that your ass ain't got.
Scottie got 6.
You ain't got. You ain't got. You still got to look at the kid with the nice gym shoes.
What you
your ass ain't
over there,
the gym shoes. Look, you still,
Bro Claude duct taping up the kids and the wife, y'all. Y'all better call.
Listen. Hey, Keisha, they still looking at the kid with the Jordans on, and they got them goddamn Kmart's on. You still looking at you ain't got the goddamn Jordans at all. So you still looking because you got Kmart shoes and New Balances on. You got a problem with the Michael Jordan shoes.
Bro, Claude, this is
our last matchup. And so
Jordan been retired 30 years. It's going to be
okay. Thank you, BD. Say that one more time, BDC. These is what these JDRs do, right? Jordan ain't been in the league for 30 years, and they still want to bring up Chicago.
Still the king. And still the king.
And not for nothing, I can make a case that Jordan's not the GOAT. I can make a case that LeBron is the GOAT.
We're not going down that road. We're not going down that road, BD.
I bet you
That's the next episode.
Yeah, no.
Oh, yeah.
No, I'm not prepared for that debate, BD. I'm not prepared.
Count the rings and his individuals.
I'm not prepared. Here we go.
The rings and the individuals.
This was hold on. This was
going to hurt. Less time to get it.
Bro, Claude, we moving on, man.
We moving on. Done. Celtics versus Magic.
Celtics in 5.
Celtics. What, BD?
This is the only sweep you're going to see.
Celtics in 5.
I love you, boy.
I think it's going to be a sweep too, BD.
Yeah. They're going to sweep them.
But big shout out to that Magic team because they building something out there in Orlando.
Pablo Banchero, I like him. KCP went down there and he helped him out. But look, check this out.
And my dude, Greg Anthony's son, getting right.
Yeah. You can't shut the show down when I'm running the show.
No, we about to go. I love y'all. These old men, they got worms. We gotta go. Love y'all. We out. Y'all stay.
Oh shit.
Peace.
Love y'all.
Hair grease.
They got worms.
They got worms. Hair grease.